Hey everyone, Courtney here with Southern Owls, and I'm so excited. Today we're going to design with these awesome pinwheels. Oh, that one's backwards. That I got from Nicole with Looking Glass Boutique. She has a Etsy shop. These are so stinking cute. So we're going to use these today. We're going to be using a evergreen swag from creekroad.net. Some gorgeous deco mesh from my own supply, but if Creek Road has it, I will tag it. And then I'm going to show y'all how easy it is to design with these really fun picks that you can get from Creek Road. We are using some of these fun rockets that I got last year from Hobby Lobby. And so this is what the come package adds from Creek Road, just so you can tell. You're like, what? That looks so different. I know. And then we're going to use some ribbon. I pulled some. I don't know if I'm going to use all of it, but this is kind of the vibe. I was thinking we might use it all. We might use some, but we're going to have some fun. I had to, for sure. Okay, so let's grab our deco mesh. This is 10-inch deco mesh. It has this beautiful border stripe, which is always one of my favorites to work with. I'm going to cut that end off because, as you can tell, it's not even. And we're going to do 25-inch cuts today. We're just going to let that roll on top of itself. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone had a beautiful weekend, a beautiful week. Hope you're enjoying the weather. It's getting a little hot here in Texas. Getting a little warm, but that's okay. We're going to do, let's start off with 14 cuts. 14 normally is the magic number when I'm making swags. So we'll have a little bit of mesh left over, but that is totally okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 more. Normally, oh, maybe I did almost the whole roll. Perfect. All right, you're going to do a whole roll if you cut them at 25 inches. You can do 20-inch cuts, but I just want to make sure that this is really nice and full. So if you're worried about a swag base, if you never used one, don't be intimidated by them. They're super, super easy to use. So I'm just kind of fluffing out my evergreen base, making sure that my tinsels are all going the right direction, because you're going to be using these tinsels to tie in your deco mesh. So I'm just going to ruffle this in. So as you can see, our deco mesh naturally rolls in on itself. So I always flip it like that onto the table. I tuck it under about 1 inch or 2. I find the middle of our 10-inch mesh, give it a pinch, and I walk my fingers all the way to the other side, trying to stay in the middle. And I always make sure this end is also tucked in about 1 inch or 2. This mesh is shutting. Okay, so I'm going to start right here at the top. I'm just going to open up 2 tinsel ties and then lay those right in and give them a twist. Just like you would with pipe cleaners or work form. And I'm just going to kind of push them off to the side, kind of in a V towards myself. So I'm going to go a little bit down, kind of open up those tinsel ties, get them ready for my next layer of mesh. I'm going to do the same thing, a ruffle method. So just flip that over, find the middle, give it a pinch, walk my fingers over to the other side, and we're going to lay it right down, right next, snug to the mesh that we just did. And I'm going to kind of U it down, or V it in. Guys, got some strings, this mesh. That's okay. All right, we're going to do the same thing. Just going to keep on going with that same method. Go down a couple inches, lay it right in, give it a couple twists, and then U it towards you. Move down just a little bit. Same thing, I flip that mesh over, tuck it under about an inch or two, find the middle, give it a pinch, walk your fingers over to the other side, making sure that side's tucked under also. Lay it right there into the mesh, U it down. I'm gonna leave this alone. We're gonna come back over, start back right up at the top. Find 2 tinsel ties that you wanna use to tie it into. I think I'm gonna do more right here. We're doing the same exact thing, just going the opposite direction now. Pulling it right in, giving it a twist, U-ing it towards you, going down just a little couple inches. Twisting it in, pushing it towards you. Get a twisty on this side. They were all on the other side, and that's fine. You can just find the spine of your form and then just manipulate where you need those evergreen ties to go. So we're just creating a good foundation to add in all of our other elements. And I like to add in mesh to my swags when I'm using pieces like this, just so they sit on top of the mesh and on top of the swag and they don't sink down into it. Let me know if you've ever made a swag in the comments. Creekroad.net also has some really cool red swag bases as well. All right, we're gonna do one more right down here. So we did 4 on this side. We are gonna do 5 on this side because I started up a little bit higher. Oop. But we're gonna fill in the middle too. So it's all gonna even out. It's gonna be just fine. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do 4. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put this one down here at the bottom and U it down. That's what we're gonna do. Right here. Okay, so now you see the spine is still exposed. So now we're gonna take our leftover pieces and we're gonna start adding those right on top. So we got our side, and now we're gonna fill in the spine of our swag. The spine is just the metal part of the swag. It's just the center. So we're just gonna start grabbing, that one's already used. There we go. And I'm just laying them in, and I'm not gonna twist these a certain way. I'm just gonna lay it down, and that's gonna help the middle of our swag and help things sit on top of it. So I'm just pulling up, pulling out, and getting them ready so I can see where I'm gonna lay my mesh down. One more down here towards the bottom. Love a good border stripe mesh. If you're new to wreath making and you're like, oh, there's so many different kinds of mesh out there. How do I know which one? Well, let me tell you, I love a good border stripe. I love a good border stripe. I'm going to put one more down here. And then I'm going to put one more at the top. Elongate this just a little bit more. Right down there. Perfect. You see how that just really covers up all of that green too that was showing. And then I always like to add one more up here because normally This is where I like to squeeze in a bow or something. So I just want to make sure that bow is going to pop up off the top and not sink down into the bottom. So we did 14 pieces of mesh cut at 25 inches, and this is 10-inch deco mesh. And if I can find it, I will link it. Oh yeah, she's beautiful. Look how thick she is now. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to show you like a simple way. Like if you're afraid of working with picks and things like that, I'm going to show you a little trick. So we're just going to layer these, okay, all together. I'm going to get a cable tie, and we're just going to thread that through, and we're going to cable tie all of these together, okay? So they come like this, okay? They come all up. So all I did, there's 3 little branches on each pick, and I just peeled them down. So watch how fun and easy this is going to be. We're going to lay these right on the spine, okay? Right on the spine of this. And we can just use these tinsels that are already here and wrap this right in. Now, if you want to use a pipe cleaner, you can do that as well. Watch that. Just twist those right in. They're not going anywhere. So now that they're in place, watch. You just peel these apart and just kind of spread them out, and look how fun and look how much space that takes up on your form. Look how easy that was. Look how easy that was. Okay? We're going to do the same thing, but do it towards the bottom, okay? Same exact thing. So let me show you. These are going to come like this, all bunched up. You see there's 3 different twigs. So we're going to utilize those twigs. Just stack them all on top of each other. Get a cable tie. Secure them all together. Make sure your cable tie is facing the right way. Hold on. There we go. Nice and tight. Whew. My nose is itching. I'm so sorry. Let me cut that little guy off. Okay. And guess what? You're just going to come in, same exact thing, and just measure out how far you want that hanging out, right? So find some little greeneries, and we're going to twist, and then push those down in there. I'm going to do it up here also. Oh, perfect. One's right here. Let me get that out of the way. And just twist them right in. If you want to add some glue, you totally can as well. And guess what? We're going to do the same thing and just start pulling these apart. Okay, so look how easy that was. And now look how fun and full that is. Easy peasy. And they're not going anywhere, okay? They're tied in there. Okay, so that is so fun. Okay, so now what I want to do next is add in these really awesome pinwheels. Sorry, I couldn't think of the name of them. And I want this one pretty much in the middle. This one's going to go up top. And then this one will go, oh my gosh, it's perfect, down here at the bottom. So let's get these added in. I'm going to add in the middle one first. You can buy these from Looking Glass Wreaths on Etsy. They already come with the pipe cleaners, which is really, really nice. I am going to probably add a little bit of hot glue to the back just to make sure that they really aren't going to go anywhere. But Nicole makes it super, super easy. They do come in individuals, or you can buy them in trio sets. So this is a trio set. And guys, I'm just putting that pipe cleaner around the spine. Remember the spine of our swag. Okay, and then just twisting it right in there. So now it's not going to go anywhere. Let's add in the next one. So cute. Okay, super, super cute. I'm just kind of twisting that around. And then we're going to add this guy in. I do want him sticking out a little bit from the top. So let me swirl him around here. I'm going to go through the mesh, and I'm going to make sure that I'm also hitting some of that evergreen, because this won't be attached to the spine. So I'm just going to thread those pipe cleaners through the mesh. And some of those evergreen pieces, and then we'll get it all glued down. Once I get the third one in, we'll add some glue to make sure that these fun windmills aren't going to go anywhere. Same thing. This one won't be on the spine, but we're going to go right through that mesh. Maybe. I want to make sure that I'm getting a branch just for some stability. And we're going to twist that right in. Oh my gosh, my stick just fell out. Ah, it's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so let me hold it up. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Let me use it as a mirror. Maybe this one needs to go up just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm going to pause on and readjust it. Okay, much, much better. All right, just moved it up just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm just going to add in a little bit of glue behind all of these. I like to use my glue pot, but if you don't have a glue pot, you can always use a hot glue gun, whichever one you prefer. I'm just going to add in a little bit of glue right underneath. I'm going to smush, make sure it's making contact. Okay. Same thing with the top one. I like my glue to be the consistency of honey. This makes it easier to work with, and it's not going to have all the spider webs. It's not going to drip everywhere because it's a little bit thicker. Okay. And we're going to add a little bit to the main big one. There. Press her down. Okay. Here we go. So now what I want to do is add in a big, big, beautiful bow right here in that top pocket. So I'm going to grab a cable tie and a pipe cleaner. And I chose There's a lot of different ones. I don't know. I liked this because it had the rockets, and we're going to be adding in that rocket element. So I'll tag all of these. I like this because it was the red, white, and blue with the stars. I felt like it needed a little glitter moment because we do have that glitter in there. I thought it needed a little bit of pop of red. So this is such a fun metallic. This is also great for Christmas. I did pull this. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I might just keep it the way I don't know. I don't know. I might just keep it like this, a little bit more of a simple bow. We'll decide when I start making it. So let's get going. So I'm using two 2.5 inch ribbons, one 1.5, and the red metallic is a 7/8 inch. I always feel like I say that wrong. So let's do, I think I just want like a fun, nothing with crazy big tails, like a 6-inch tail and 5-inch loops. Because it is going to come off the side. Yes. Nothing too crazy. Guys, also, these are my favorite scissors that I'm using in this tutorial. You can grab these at creekroad.net as well. Be sure you can use my code AL10 and you'll get 10% off your entire order. We're doing the same exact thing, 6-inch tails and two 5-inch loops. I love that. It's such a fun ribbon. I'm going to come in with a little bit of the glitter moment, 6-inch tail again, lay it right down on, and we're going to shrink down our loops now to the 9. And I'm just going to do 2 of these. So these are going to be 4.5-inch loops, and then 2 6-inch tails. And then we're going to come in with this really fun glam ribbon, another 6-inch tail, and we're going to do 4.5-inch loops times 2. And I'm kind of in with that center loop. I just turn the ribbon on the other side and flip it around my thumb. And then another 6-inch tail. We're going to grab our cable tie and thread that all the way through. We're going to start stitching the cable tie, but not all the way. Why does that not want to stay in my glue pot? Put the pipe cleaner in and then go tight. Not too tight, but tight enough. Goodness, why does it want to be in my glue pot? It's like, I don't want to be in here. Wooden dowel. Okay, so then I take my pipe cleaner and we twist it around that just a little bit. So now I'm going to come in and we're going to angle cut this fun, fabulous metallic ribbon. And then I'm going to come in with all my other and fold it in half and dovetail it. So we fold in half and we cut up at an angle. And you get this beautiful dovetail. Perfect. So nothing too crazy of a bow, just enough because I really want the main focus to be on the windmills, right? We're going to come in right in this corner and add in our bow. We're going to go right through that mesh. And then just like before, I want to make sure that I'm finding one of those green pencils and wrapping my bow around it. So now my bow is secured. We're just going to kind of fluff it out. Tuck those tails underneath the windmills because I want the windmills to be the star of the show. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. I love that. So now we have our windmill that's still the star of the show. We got a fun little bow going. And then I'm going to add another, just a single loop bow right here to fill in that spot. We're still going to use that same ribbon that I used before. But this time, I'm just going to do a little bit of a loop moment. Let me tuck that in. Hold on. Let me get a little cable tie and tuck that. I don't like that stem popping out. Hold on. Let me tuck that in first. Just taking a cable tie, and actually where I put all of those sprays, I'm just going to wrap that stem of, there we go, around all of that. So now we have a little cable tie. We're going to hide that, though. You're not even, well, you can't even really see that anyways, but we're going to hide that in just a second. So let's add, sorry, that was bothering me. That was sticking out. Let's add in a little bow moment right here. I'm thinking a 6-inch tail, maybe a longer tail. Let's try a longer tail. That might be kind of cool. Let's do, okay, right in the middle, Goldilocks, an 8-inch. An 8-inch tail. Yes, 8-inch tail. And let's do a 6-inch loop. We're just going to bring that right up. And then we're going to twist that right back down. So this is just going to be a little loopity-loopy bow that's going to sit next to it. 8-inch tail again. We're going to come in, same exact pattern, 8-inch tail, and just thread that right on top. One single loop at 6 inches. You know what? I don't want another tail, so we're going to cut that right there. I don't want it to be too thick down there. So we'll have 3 tails, 2 bigger loops. We're going to come in with the 1.5 inch, same thing, 8-inch. And then I'm going to shrink down the loop to 11. So it's going to be a little bit smaller. And guess what? I'm going to do the same thing. Only one tail, so we're going to leave that little tail right there. I'm going to come in with this fun metallic 8-inch tail. Just lay it right on top. And we're going to do an 11-inch loop again. I think I want to do 2 though. Let's see. We do 2 of these. Yeah, I like that. But I still just want the 1 tail. We're going to come in with our cable tie, and right where we're holding it, hold on, this guy's got to be like this, or else it's not going to. I'll just pull them up. All right, right where you're holding it, you're going to take that cable tie and go all the way around. Make sure you're getting it pretty snug. Oh gosh, I didn't add a pipe cleaner. Can I slide in a pipe cleaner? Maybe, maybe. And she did it. Okay. Slide in. Don't do that. Put it in before you get it all the way down. Oh, see, I messed it up. I thought I had it. Okay, we're going to add another cable tie. It's fine. It's totally, totally fine. All right, add in another cable tie because I thought I got that extra loop in there, but I didn't. All right, I'm just making sure that I get that this time. My bad. Thought I had it. No problem though, just add another cable tie. No one will know besides y'all watching. Okay, so now we have all of our ribbon going. I'm going to cut these little tails off a little bit shorter now that it is in there. I'm going to angle cut this one, and then I'm going to dovetail these. I'm going to go a little bit shorter with that one. I'll keep all the 2.5-inch ones long. Might even go a little bit shorter with the metallic. Let me see. Yeah, a little bit shorter with that metallic so we can see the stars. Perfect. Cute. That's so fun. So that's just a single loopy bow. Super, super easy. Even though I made it look hard because I accidentally didn't tie it all in. So we're going to add this down here at the base. Fill up that little gap that we have going on over here. And same thing, we're just going to thread that right through our mesh. Twist, twist, twist. And now you get to fluff it out. And I'm always going to make sure that those tails are going underneath our windmill, because the windmill is the star of the show. Oh, I think this one's supposed to go on that side. There we go. Fluff it out. And fluff out our loops. So now that bow is hiding that cable tie that I added. So now we're adding a little bit more, some symmetry. So we got a bow here, and now we have a few, if you look at it, you can tell, right? We have a gap here, and we have a gap right here. So what I want to do is just add in some cute little V-tails. And we're going to do opposite. So we'll do one with the firecrackers and one with the stars and stripes. Ooh, I don't know. I'm kind of debating if I just want to do firecrackers. Let's just do firecrackers. I like that ribbon better. Let's just do firecrackers. We're going to do, I think 13 will be good. Let's see. Yeah, 13-inch tails. I do have my little, I was like, I don't know where my ribbon tail board is. We're only doing 2, so it's not a big deal. 2 13-inch tails. My acrylic board you can buy on Etsy. They're called acrylic ribbon tail boards. A lot of people make them. So just go find your favorite and your favorite color. Go grab them. All right, we're going to do 2 of these at 13 inches. So I'm hoping I gain your confidence today with this swag and how easy it was just to add in those really fun picks. And you can really just really glam that up. And the cool thing is those picks come in all different colors from creekroad.net. So if you want to use them in the future, they have some other colors also. They'd be really pretty for Christmas, just like the red and white. Oh my gosh, they would be so cool. You could do like a peppermint vibe. Ooh, that would be cool. Okay, I'm going to still angle cut these. I don't know, the shorter ribbon, I don't know, I just like angle cutting it because sometimes the dovetail gets a little wonky looking on a, to me, on a 7/8 inch ribbon. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all 3 of these ribbons and we're just going to layer them right on top of each other. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to want to make sure that they are kind of like all in the middle, like this is in the middle. You can fold it in half to find that middle, give it a pinch, and then what we're going to do is we're going to grab a cable tie, and I like to kind of pull these tight and forward, and then twist, twist, twist. Then we're going to add in these, so let's do both of them, and then we'll add them in. Find the middle, give it a pinch, grab your pipe cleaner, twist, twist, twist. Okay, so now we're going to add these right into our little blank spots. So one was right here. So we're just going to, I'm so sorry. We're just going to thread this right through our mesh. And I want to aim it towards the center, right? So I'm going towards the spine. And then once again, I just want to find one of those tinsels and twist, twist, twist. We can kind of spread these out a little bit. Super cute. And then we had our other little blank spot right here. And once again, we're just going to thread these through the center. Aiming towards the spine. Making sure that we are threading it around a piece of tinsel, a evergreen, whoop, evergreen tinsel. Sorry, I thought I had it pulled all the way, and I didn't. Okay, I want to make sure that, of course, our fun windmills, pinwheels. Why do I keep on calling them the weirdest names? Just kind of spread that out a little bit. So now let's give her a look. We have one more element to add. So now you can see we filled in that hole, that hole. We have our bow, a loop bow, and now we're going to add in our rockets. So these are from Hobby Lobby, and we're going to keep them whole like this. They come with a really, really long stick. So I did cut that, but we're just going to start adding these in. So I'm going to go, this one is going to go right underneath our bow. Right, and I'm going to dip it into some hot glue. It was too hot. Maybe that's what I'm smelling. I'm like, something smells like it's on fire. And maybe it's this wooden stick. Maybe that's, it is burning. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, I gotta pull this out. Let me just roll that in there. There we go. Sorry, guys. I guess I'm smelling something, and I'm like, what is that smell? It's that wooden stick. It's fine. I figured it out eventually. Okay, so we're adding in our rockets. So one coming out of there, we're going to come and we're going to kind of, I only have 4 of these, so we're going to bring them down. So I still want this to be the main event, so we're going to bring this one down here in this little empty space that we had. I think I'm going to go like this, though. Dip it into our glue. Let me stir it up. That middle's not as hot. There we go. We want it, ooh, always aim. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. I burnt the tar out of me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that one's done. We're going to add this one down here. I cannot believe I did that. Ooh, that was so hot. I told you my glue was too hot. All right, stick that down towards the spine again. Kind of have them fanning out, shooting up towards the top. Ooh, that hurt, guys. All right, and we're going to add one more down to this side, right above our bow, our loop bow down here. We're just aiming it towards that spine again. I'm just kind of flaring them out. We'll put our loop bow right back in place. Oh my gosh, so fun. Now we have our beautiful, fun rockets coming out. Adds in that real 4th of July feel. Oh my gosh, she's so fun. What is this guy doing? That looks better. So now it looks like they are shooting out of the wreath. That is so fun. Okay, let me know what y'all think about this new Patriotic design. I love these pinwheels. I think they are so fun and just scream 4th of July. Oh my goodness. She's so cute. She's a rock star. Okay, we might have to kind of fix these a little bit once I get it hung on a door, because I'm like, these guys have a mind of their own right now. But oh my gosh, it's so fun. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I cannot believe, guys, I'm gonna have to go put mustard. Do y'all know that trick when you burn yourself to put mustard on it? I'm gonna run to my house and put mustard on it, and hopefully, oh, this thing goes away. Goodness. All right, guys, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Did I say that? And I can't wait to craft with y'all again soon. Bye, everyone.